Today we are going to learn about how to add the products in our e-commerce store. We already assume that we already having an e-commerce store, and I'm already on a dashboard of the store. Here we're going to learn that how we can add the products on our stores. In order to do that, there are two things. We are going to the left side of the dashboard. Here we see items, and the second thing that we see is the category. So I'm going to talk about the items, add new item list, and the product gallery. Stock list, stock limit list, bulk import and bulk export. I'm going to be not talking about this in this video. A little bit about the categories first. So well, before we go to add a product, we need to be knowing about the category of that product. So we click on the category. Here you can see the categories that are available where the listing are possible to be done for this particular store. And on in the tag of subcategories, we see the main category and the subcategory then, which means that we need, in order to add an item, we need a main category and we also need a subcategory. If we need more items to add in the different categories, we can demand this from the administrator that to be adding those main categories and the subcategories in that particular store. So let's go and talk about the items now. First of all, we go to the list. Sorry, here we see the list of the items that have been already listed here um, in that store, and on top of that is there is also you can search the data category wise and the subcategory wise, of course. So in order to add a new item, we click on add new item, and then we on this screen of the dashboard, we can now add a product. So in order to add a product, we first of all need a name of the product. I assume, like let's say we are adding our products. It can be our own product, or we are drop shipping a product from another website or from another supplier, or we have our own shop. Whatsoever. My purpose here is to learn how to add the products. So I want to add a belt in the men accessories. In the main category is accessory and then the belts. So for example, I want to add a belt. Let's say I'm gonna adding a belt from Dolce Gabbana. I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna copy this. It can also be our own product. Huh? It's just an example. So I go, sorry, I go on new item name. Make sure that you are adding it in default. Paste it. Also in description as well. Then you go more down and you also copy the description of the item. Copy it and then also paste in the description. And then for the pictures, you also of course need to be adding few pictures of the item. Save the image, and I recommend minimum 2 to 3 images of any item that we are doing the listening of. Third image, I save it. I go back on the item again, an image, item thumbnail. I'm gonna go to add three items, three pictures of for that item. That's it. And for the translation, you can just copy the item name and put it in a translator. I recommend to translate everything. You can use copy it and paste in the particular language, and you repeat the process for all the languages that are there. For the best customer experience, it can be somebody speaking French. Maybe it will be more interesting for a French speaking person if he can have a product in French language, for example. I was on Dutch, so I will do it in Dutch because I was on Dutch. So you have to be careful when you are translating the product. So here the translation process is done. You also need to do in German, French, and Spanish. That is what is recommended. Normally default is enough, but yeah, I recommend to be also adding the products. Then your area of a market is more big. Sometimes some people they only speak French and then they choose the application with the French language, and if they don't see the details in French, maybe they will lose the interest. This is not a good customer experience. So now in this area we are having the item details. Here we're going to select the item category. So it was the category of men accessories. In the men accessories, I'm choosing the belt. It's a unit. A unit is a piece, of course. It's not pair or a set. If you are doing the listening for the shoes, it will be a pair of shoes or a set of clothes or something like this. But in this case, this is an item. If you see the unit is not available and you are doing the listening and that unit is not available, you can always ask your administrator to add those details so that you can do the listening more quickly. Here is the price. And the price of the item I assume is buying it at 99 euros. In the market recommended price is 380 euros. So it's just an idea, you know. So we put in here 380 euros, and we are offering a discount of 30% on that item. Total stock, you can have a look. There are 12 in stock, so you can put like 12, but you always need to keep a track on the on the on the stock, of course. Attributes and attributes, we are using a brand. We click on the attribute brand. We are gonna add a brand. It's Dolce Gabbana. The brand is, so we copy the brand name and putting the brand name over here in the attribute of brand. The second thing is the size, of course. Well, those sorry, Okay, and the size is of the belt is 115 centimeter, 46 inches. So we copy this and we add in the size, of course. And then the color, um, the color, if I can see the color, yeah, color brown, color is brown. Um, Windows focus drove. Okay. So these are the attributes. We can add any attributes if it's not available. Uh, of course, if any attribute that is not available, you can always demand from your administrator to be adding those attributes. Of course, in that according to your need, if it's not available, color, size, brand. Um, Most of the time, these are the attributes that are used. But yeah, we don't know. You may ask all the time if there is anything that is needed in attributes, of course. So this is, I think, done now. We also put a discount. Submit the item now. Let's see attribute choice option. Value cannot be null. Yeah, let's see. Is tools. Spelling mistakes should not be happen. Uh, and the size, of course, is, yeah. So now everything is done. Stock, of course, 12. Price, variant, brand, color, and the size, and then submit. Now the product has been successfully added. And now we go on the website or on the application to have a look. We're going to refresh it and we'll see if the listening have been successfully done or not. Like that. Here we see the product have been added and it's in non-accessories. It's also showing most popular. Yeah, but that is how it shows on the application to the consumers or the users who are visiting the website. Internet is very slow. Well, that is how you just add the product. This tutorial was about how to add a product. What your product is edit. You see it. The product is edit. Branding, color, size. These are the attributes that we used. Or because of the discount. other items that are available in that store. Discount has been applied already. If we want to buy it, so we can see the product. The 30% discount has been automatically applied. We are buying this product at 99 euros and the recommended price is 380. So it's working. Login or guest checkout. Okay, so that is how we added the product. That's working. Thank you very much for watching.